Hey, my name's Joel, and in this video, I'm gonna be giving you my honest review and an overview of this Caroma e-scooter. Now, I know it looks like an e-bike, but it's a scooter. It doesn't have any pedals. It's got a 1200 watt hub motor, will go up to 30 miles on a single charge, and can travel as fast as 20 miles an hour. So let's go over everything and take it for a ride. Okay, we're gonna take this for a ride in just a minute, but before we do that, let's go over some of the obvious features on this bike, starting with the pegs. Like I said, this may look like an e-bike, but it's actually a scooter because instead of pedals, it has pegs right here. They're collapsible, they fold up, or they fold down. Now, I don't know that as a 190-pound man, I would trust standing on these, but they're certainly enough to support your feet as you're sitting there operating the bike. It also has a set of pegs that are exactly the same on the back for your rider. It's got this nice little seat in the back. I would say it could handle a small rider. It's on the lightweight side, so it's not very big and it's not super heavy duty. I wouldn't put a full-grown man back there, but maybe a child or a smaller woman could sit on the back of this, and they're able to put their feet here on the pegs. You've got your kickstand, and you've got a nice plush seat. This has got some really nice shocks on it, and it's really wide and comfortable, which I appreciate. You also can fold this seat up because this is how you remove the battery. All you do is move it to the unlock position and you can pull the battery out. You can do that to charge, which is really easy. And the battery has a battery meter right on top. If you turn it to on, click the button, it'll give you an LED indication of how much battery life is left. Then if we place the battery back in, it locks in so no one can take it. You take your keys away, no one can steal your bike or your battery, and your seat clicks back down. Across the front, you'll notice we also have a collapsible basket. It's mounted to the front, but if you don't need it, you can simply fold down the front three sides and clip it up with this little wire clip that's included. I like that because if you're on a bike or a scooter and you need a basket, this is really handy, but if you don't need one, you can fold it up out of the way. And then pretty standard, it's got a light and reflector on the front. I also like the fact that this scooter has metal fenders on the front and back. Don't underestimate how important that is if you're riding in the rain or any kind of soggy conditions and you run through something. These will save your clothes from getting dirty. And it has non-adjustable suspension on the front. It's got a decent bit of travel. I imagine that will loosen up as you use it. And just for reference, I'm 6 foot tall and weigh about 190 pounds. This is what I look like on the bike. You can see we've got pegs right here. I am a pretty average sized guy and this doesn't feel too small for me. I don't think this would be comfortable for someone 6'4", 6'5", and they have this handy mechanism or handle here for the seat post so you can loosen the bolt and change your height on the seat post wherever you want it to be and tighten it down perfectly if you're switching between riders. Like I said earlier, it's got a 1200 watt hub motor on the back wheel that powers everything, and it's got disc brakes on the front and rear to help you stop quickly whenever you need to. It also has a safety bell right there on the left-hand side, as well as the standard controls for your e-bike up on the handlebars. On the right side, we have a power button. This shows you what's honestly a pretty simple screen. It could be more complex, but it has 4 LEDs for your battery indicator, and then on the left, it has a button for your front light, and then also an orange button that I can't really figure out what it does. It looks like a speedometer. Maybe it's a set for cruise control. On the right-hand side, we also have a twist throttle, which is how you operate things. You just pull this throttle and you head on down the road. All right, so let's get out of the garage, get out there and test this thing. What do you say? Here we go. It's a bit of a windy day, so sorry about the audio, but let's go ahead and start with a dead stop acceleration test. We'll go all the way. It's not the fastest acceleration I've ever seen, but not bad. We're moving. I don't have a speedometer to tell you how fast. It does feel like we're nearing or maybe past 20 miles an hour. It's scooting pretty good. A nice and smooth ride too. Really smooth. Now let's test the brakes here. Oh wow, really responsive brakes. That was impressive. Really responsive. That's one thing that I'm always concerned about. Brake test? Wow. That probably took like 6 feet to stop. I'm impressed. Now my feet want to do something which is odd because there's no pedals. So that's kind of a new sensation, but you kind of get used to it. And scooting around here, just kind of zooming. I feel like I have a little less control than I would have on a regular bike, but maybe that's muscle memory and just something I'm used to from a regular bike and something I wish I had on this one. Okay. Wind is really... Oh, we've got some wet. We're gonna go through the wet slow, but hey, we've got fenders to protect us from getting dirty. All right. It's a little too windy this way. Let's practice turning. Probably need to like get 1 foot off when I turn, just because I don't trust a full turn without a foot, but yeah, that seems to work just fine. Acceleration is not the fastest in the world, but it does get up to speed pretty quickly. I think that would be good for kids. It's not too fast. Like I said, cornering, I'm just a little hesitant to lean the way I do on a bike. So it's just weird. I find myself putting my foot out to do that. Running through a little bit of wet here. But yeah, maneuverability is just fine. It doesn't feel flimsy or lightweight. It's maneuverable. It's fun. It's easy. Yeah, acceleration is really nice when you get going. And then braking is also really good, like we talked about. This is a really fun thing to ride. I'm just zooming around here on the paths and parking lot. If I had this in a college or somewhere where I just wanted something a little less than an e-bike and I wasn't going long distances, this would be perfect. It's a pretty smooth ride having only suspension on the front. I don't feel like it's too bumpy at all, but that's probably because I've got shocks on the seat and it's pretty comfortable. So again, I'm wanting to put my foot down when I turn. That's just my natural inclination. I don't know if I need to, I just want to, but that's how my feet look on the pegs as I'm riding. All right, so that concludes it for our ride demo. Overall, really positive experience. Nice and solid, and acceleration, braking, all of those things check. Wish we had a little bit more power, but on something this size, you probably don't want too much.
All right, so after all our testing, what do I think of the Caroma e-scooter? Well, I can tell you that I'm surprised that it even exists at the price they're selling it at. It's shockingly low, and I've tested a lot of e-bikes, a dozen this year, that are much bigger, more powerful, but they're also much more expensive, like 4, 5, 6, 7, even 10 times the price that this is selling for. And the features are basically the same, just on a different level. I think this would be great for shorter trips, for young kids, maybe gaining some independence, wanting to run around the neighborhood and not have to just pedal a bike all the time, maybe take a friend with them. It's just a nice little way to get around. It's fun to ride, I'll say that. It's really fun to ride, and the features it packs in are really impressive. Assembly was pretty easy, which is not always the case with e-bikes and scooters, and overall I was pleasantly surprised with what I could get for the price they're selling this for. So again, this is the Caroma 1200 watt e-scooter bike. It's got a 30-mile range and goes up to 20 miles per hour. Check it out for yourself. I really think you're gonna like this one.